Hello, welcome to the City Newsroom. My name is Vivian Lokko.
And mine is Umaru, Sanda, Amadu. Coming up.
Ghana's Health Minister Amadu tests positive for coronavirus.
Western Regional Minister challenges residents to win fight against COVID-19 to honor memory of late Sekondi Takoradi Mayor Anthony K.K. Sam following his demise on Friday.
If you don't fight to win, then I believe that the mayor who fought so hard to eradicate COVID wouldn't have been vindicated. Then all our fights would have been in vain.
Also coming up, university authorities are sure all is set to receive final year students on Monday.
And in a classroom, the spacing, this one is going to be one here off, one there off, you understand? So that there can be proper distancing for them.
And later, residents of Asokore in the Ashanti region staged protests to express frustration following destruction of their properties by floods.
The bridge was not done to solve the problem. Rather, it was done to cause the problem. Because all this that is happening is because of the bridge. You know, before the road was down and then the building was up. And then after the construction, this construction, there's no way for the water to pass.
Let's bring you details of our stories. And the Minister for Health, Amadu, is recovering in hospital after testing positive for COVID-19.
Now, information available to City News indicates that the minister has been receiving treatment at the University of Ghana Medical Center in Accra over the past week.
Now, multiple sources in the medical team at the hospital who confirmed the information to City News say that Doma Central MP was admitted to the hospital on Tuesday and is in a stable condition.
City News checks indicate at the Health Ministry, or rather the Health Minister has corroborated the story as information there suggests Mr. Amadu has taken a few days off from work and has not reported to work all week.
Now, the UGMC currently has 4 patients on admission at the ICU with several others in the main wards of the hospital's COVID-19 wing.
Ghana's COVID-19 case count now stands at 11,118. The number of people who have recovered is at 3,979, and 48 persons have so far died from the disease.
Still on COVID matters, and the Western Regional Minister Kwabena Ocherdako Mensah has challenged residents of Sekondi Takoradi to help with the fight over COVID-19 in memory of the late Mayor Anthony K.K. Sam due to the lead role he played in the fight against COVID-19.
The 53-year-old Anthony K.K. Sam passed away on Friday at the University of Ghana Medical Center, UGMC, in Accra after a short illness.
Now, City News' Kwesi Ajuman has more.
The mayor of Sekondi Takoradi Metropolis, Anthony K.K. Sam, who has been leading the fight against COVID-19 here in the Sekondi Takoradi Metropolis, yesterday passed. But since his passing, there are several speculations going on around the metropolis. And so we have come here at the Takoradi Market Circle to know what people make of his passing and what they have heard. I have, what's your name?
My name is Evelyn.
Evelyn, have you heard about the passing of the mayor?
I just heard it from the taxi driver, just this afternoon.
What did he hear?
I heard he told me the mayor passed. People are speculating that he died of COVID-19.
But with all this speculation going on, although unconfirmed, how does it make you feel?
A bit scared. I feel a bit scared.
Okay, it was yesterday evening I read an article on the social media that the mayor has passed on with COVID-19. In fact, when I heard it, I was a bit surprised, and I went through to read about what's actually transpired, and it was revealed that the driver of the mayor was the one infected from the beginning, and unfortunately the boss also has the diseases here.
At the residence of the late mayor at Secondary Ridge, where sympathizers including colleagues, party members and residents to console the wife and children. Even though the atmosphere was a sorrowful one, former and current colleagues spoke to City News on how they received the news and shared memories of him.
I received the death of my MC, the mayor of Secondary Takrady, with shock and disbelief. While I was in a taxi heading towards Kusiminti when I heard the news, I couldn't believe what I heard until I called the family, one of the family members, for confirmation. His reception, the way he will receive you when you enter his office, he will listen to you and then give you the necessary help. He is somebody I'm going to miss for a long time to come.
It's a great loss to the metropolis in the sense that I know his capabilities, the way Honorable KK can lobby. I received the message very shocking in the sense that a couple of days ago, I heard he was not feeling well. We were all hoping that he will recover. But unfortunately, the sad news hit me personally very hard.
The Western Regional Minister, Kwabena Ochodako-Mensah, who was still in shock, told City News he was going to miss the mayor for his hard working and called on residents to help win the COVID-19 fight in his memory due to his lead role in the fight.
If we don't fight to win, then I believe that the mayor who fought so hard to eradicate COVID wouldn't have been vindicated. Then all our fights have been in vain. I remember when President praised us for doing a yeoman's job in the social distancing. I called him to congratulate him. In fact, for me, I called him a frontline worker. If you look at the work he did with Market Circle, the work he did at Secondary, both the second-hand market and the market itself, the work that he did with Kojokrom markets, and the support we continue to give the medical team in Secondary Takrady.
The minister urged the public to focus on important issues at this time of mourning and not speculations.
We are going to issue a statement very soon. I've asked the STMA to do so, and I believe that we can pick it up from there. All the speculation, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we are all sad that he's no more with us.
Now, on the 16th of March 2020, the president announced restrictions on social gathering. Now, the aim of that was to stop the further spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, during that directive, institutions like this one, the Accra Technical University, were forced to halt academic activities in order to adhere to that directive. Fast-tracked to June 2020, the president has eased that directive, allowing for final year students of tertiary institutions to go back to school on the 15th of June to be able to take their final year examinations. Today's edition of the City Newsroom, I've come to the Accra Technical University and I'm looking at how they are preparing towards the reopening of schools on the 15th of June. Stay with us as we bring you the story. If you look around, you can see quite a number of students already here preparing towards Monday's reopening. But prior to that, we're told most of them have been coming to school anyway already. Many of the groups you're seeing around are actually study groups. They come here to come and study around here. So now on a normal day prior to this, if you come here, there'll be a lot of people, a lot of students around here. The place will be pretty packed. Under this tree, usually you see quite a lot of students around. But of course, the numbers are quite low today, obviously, because school is still not in session. And of course, it will just be final year students who will return on Monday. We're still at the Accra Technical University. I have with me two gentlemen. They're going to give me more details of what is happening here currently on this campus. I have with me a staff of the institution as well as the students. Let's start with the reopening. How prepared are you towards that?
Well, this morning when I came to the office, I witnessed they are trying to disinfect the whole campus, both classrooms, offices, and other stuff. The use of hand sanitizer and Veronica bucket being placed at other stations, vantage point where they can wash their hands and other stuff. So I think basically we are ready for them.
How has it been like being at home for the couple of months that you were and knowing that your academic activity had come to a standstill?
Actually, they provided us with e-learning where we are being taught. We had a platform, and they also give us they've been giving us assignment to also work on. But we think we coming back, it's a good, because face to face with our lecturers will also help us to understand what we are being taught better than the other platform. We are okay with it.
But what you are reading, you have some practicals in there, don't you?
Yes.
And how has that been?
For the practical, like my department like this, they've converted it into a written part, like our functions, where we are supposed to organize a program, have people coming in, cooking and doing all kinds of things. But now they've converted it into a theory something. So we are just doing the planning on paper and everything because of the COVID-19.
There were assertions that the students and staff should have a COVID test before they come back. Do you share in that? Should you have done tests as students before coming?
It's a good idea to do that, because as at now, some of us, we are yet to know our status.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. We wish you the best on Monday, 15th June. So we're here picking the thoughts of students here as well as staff here, also gauging the area to see what exactly is happening here in preparation towards Monday, 15th June for the reopening of the school. And stay with us, we'll bring you more. You can see some workers of Zoom Lion who are currently going around the campus to disinfect the area. Remember, one of the key things institutions are supposed to do is to ensure they disinfect the areas in the institution. So the classrooms, if they're boarding facilities, they do that, offices, the compound, among others. And some of them have done some of the classrooms from what we've observed here at the Accra Technical University. I'm going to speak to the Zoom Lion officials here. They'll tell us what exactly they're doing here. Okay, so here at ATU, what are you doing? Classrooms? What exactly?
The classrooms, if they have a dining hall, everywhere that the students will have direct access to. So we want to handle all those places, everywhere that they will touch, everywhere that they will enter, we have to disinfect everywhere.
And after that, would you come back every now and then to disinfect, or this is it and they come and then life goes on?
We have not had that arrangement, but with the disinfection that we are doing, we have a guideline that mostly when we finish we give to the beneficiaries on the need to follow the protocols. One of the very important one is using disinfectant. Aside we doing the disinfection, we use the disinfectant for the normal cleanings so that it will expire, because we cannot give an expiry date as to the time that what we are doing would expire.
It depends on the number of people that comes in, whether they have the virus or they don't have the virus.
It's still the City Newsroom. My name is Vivian Lokko. I'm still at the Accra Technical University looking at preparations towards the reopening of tertiary institutions. One key thing that we hope to see during the period will be the adherence of social distancing because of the likely spread of the virus during the period. And we know that when it comes to our educational system, the numbers are large. So how do they intend to do that, especially during that period? I mean, one of the lecture halls of this university, trying to have a sense of the numbers that will be here. Now, if you look around me, majority of the tables and chairs have been packed behind me, and then a few tables and chairs around here. Will this be how they'll be sitting? Let me find out from a head of department of this institution. So as a head of department, we know that there are a lot of safety protocols that you are supposed to ensure that they are adhered to when the students return. What is the preparation for that?
The university has done a lot with education, creating awareness among the lecturers, and we as a union, because I'm the chairman of the TUTAC, so amongst ourselves as lecturers too, we took the education seriously. Even our meetings are normally done through Zoom. Our laboratory technology department is producing the sanitizers.
Oh, interesting.
We produce them here.
Okay, so that will go for all students or staff or what?
Everybody. We produce them here, even sell out. FDA has approved, the standard board have come here and approval has been given. A lot of institutions come to buy. Okay. So that one is available, and you can see that there are Veronica buckets around. So anywhere you see, students will be advised to make sure that they follow the protocols. And in the classroom, the spacing, this one is going to be one here, off, one there, off. You understand? Yeah. So that they can be proper distancing for them.
Okay. So
lectures will not get close to them.
But what we're seeing now, we still see a reduction
in it. Because before, all these things will have to be on the floor. For the students to sit, you can see them sitting very close. Well, now there's not. We're going to distance them. So if you pay for us to do groups, about 4 or 5, we have to do that.
Now, with your department, for example, a class, how many people do you see in a class for final year?
Before, we have about 200 in a class. So final year student in my department for accountancy, there are almost 500. So they are A, B, C. Now we're going to go beyond the C and then make sure that the lecture teaches not less than 5 times. So the groups, if it pays for us to do Zoom, we can do. So maximum, a class that takes like 200 will now take about 50.
How do you guys feel returning back? There were some assertions that students must be tested, lecturers must be tested, staff of the institutions, administrative, etc., must be tested. Because you share in that thought?
Yeah, to some extent, yes. But what you need to understand is that government has a policy directive to all the institutions. So we're hoping that they will give proper directive for us to carry on. Other than that, the lives of the student and the lecturers will be at risk. We have a laboratory department where tests can be done easily.
The COVID test?
Yes, it can be done easily. We have experts here. If you go to hospitals around the country, the medical laboratories we have around the countries, you find our students throughout. We are experts here who teaches them. Go to Kolebo and go and see those who set the labs for the professors. They are our students. That's why we are saying government can set up a research center here, and we can do it because we have experts. We go to the SLT department, science laboratory department. We have a lot, medical laboratory, we have a lot.
So we're still at the Accra Technical University looking at preparations towards the reopening of tertiary institutions like this one on the 15th of June, Monday. The easing of restrictions, especially on social gathering, means that final year students of the various institutions are allowed to go back to school to write their examinations, and we're here looking at how they're preparing to do that. Stay with us, we'll bring you more.
Well, in the City Newsroom today, it's time for students to return to campus. That's the final year students of the various public universities as directed by the President. So in the City Newsroom today, what we are doing is to test the readiness of the school. And here at the University of Ghana, I've come to the Legon Hall, and I want to see how these halls are preparing for the students who should be coming here on Monday. Also at the entrance, remarkable, no face mask, no entry, and it's printed in 2 notices posted on the main door. And I can't go through because I have my nose mask. So this would be the receiving area. You are the hall master and you are the senior tutor. The 2 of you are going to be in charge of students' return to the school. So, yeah, to Legon Hall especially. Tell us, on Monday, what would practically be happening here?
On arrival, there will be hand washing basin here with soap and tissue. So they're supposed to wash their hand and fill the relevant form. From there, they will walk in here. But in terms of the form, the senior tutor will add the details.
Okay. Let's look at, first of all, so this place would usually be what? What would have been happening here typically? And what should be happening here on Monday?
This is the hall assistants, or you might call it reception. That's where they will submit their forms and pick their card. So the key to their rooms, and then walk to their rooms.
Okay, so I can see you already have a Veronica bucket available. How strictly can you enforce this, sir?
We are very strict. And indeed, we also are putting one out there. So before the individual comes in, they will have to wash out there before they come.
Do you have an idea how many students are expected to return here, at least your estimate?
Well, we expect about 400 students to return. Okay. But what we have done is that we have sent the form for them to fill before they get in. Okay. So far, less than 60 people have filled to come in.
And it's not compulsory to come back, is it?
No, it is not compulsory. Okay. It's the students that wish to come. They are going to be here.
So if they go through this registration, you admit them into their various rooms. Can you show me these rooms, how prepared you are, how the spacing was going to work? If you could kindly take me, I'll be grateful.
Okay, we'll take you there. A typical room at the main hall will house 3. So 2 here, then 1 at the balcony. Now, as they come in, because of the social distancing, we're going to put 2 people here. So 1 will be here and 1 will be.
So the 3rd bed becomes empty?
Empty, yeah.
How about these lockers?
So this will be for
the only person here.
The individual that lives in this.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's 1 inside here for the person who is there.
Okay. What about the washrooms?
What we have done is to institute a lot of cleaning. So we have actually outsourced the cleaning to a company, and they are going to be cleaning on regular basis. Okay. So that's what we're going to do.
I see.
Yeah.
But are you going to screen students after you admit them?
That one, the Noguchi and the University Hospital will do random when they are on campus. Mm-hmm. And they are also measured that if you have any of the symptoms, immediately report. Okay. So the university is on high alert and will be doing random, and also as soon as students report, they will test, and if there's a unfortunate event that is a positive, they will also do the contact tracing.
Thank you very much. So those are the clarifications that have been given. These halls or these rooms would be occupied. That's if the students actually apply to move in. But this is the room that will be occupying a bunk bed where you have 1 person on top and 1 down. And if you go in further, there's another bed also here with the appropriate locker for the use of the student who would be stationed here. And then we're going to look at the study that they have and to see how that also looks like. And of course, we are told that there'll be frequent cleaning.
You see, so somebody sits here.
Okay.
Then here, please don't sit. So, okay. So there's somebody, don't sit. It's a way to, so you see the, sorry.
So this is a study for students?
Study for students.
I see. And which means that you're going to accommodate a fewer number of people here?
Yes, fewer than the usual seating capacity.
So you leave a seat in between two people?
Yes.
I see. And then you have another one for the tables here?
Yes.
I see, that's interesting. Okay. Also, the University of Ghana still looks like a ghost city or a ghost town, but a few students are moving around. I've just run into two of them. Hello, what are you doing on campus? You're students, I believe.
Yeah, you are students.
What level?
200.
200. So what are you doing here?
We actually came for our things because the level 400s are coming back on Monday, and you can't trust them. Like if you're in a room with a level 400, you can't see the person might take care of your things for you. So we are here to take our things so that we don't have to worry when you are coming back to school for.
Actually, they asked us to come for them earlier, but we are now coming.
Well, the school asked you to come?
Yes, yes, earlier.
Oh, okay. How far are you coming from?
Okay, I'm coming from Kumasi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mankisi.
Well, this is the Commonwealth Hall. Ordinarily, there would have been a lot of activity here, but of course, school is an unexpected vacation. No students, just a few who have come here to carry their luggages home. And these are people who have parked and perhaps waiting for a vehicle, maybe a taxi, to chauffeur them out of campus. And these are students who are preparing or taking their belongings away because there's no indication yet when they'll be resuming. These are mostly level 100, level 200, and level 300 students who have had to leave campus abruptly. The students are expected to return on Monday. Will they or will they not? And what are the measures at the university level, at the administration level? Professor Godfred Bockmin is the Dean of Students here at the University of Ghana. So on Monday, when students are arriving, let's say from Okpongolo, would there be some special measures over there?
Now, so when you are entering campus, we've already issued the directives, no mask, no entry. Okay. So again, at the various halls, no mask, no entry. So
you have thermometer guns?
Yes, that has been done. So that will be done, but of course it's not a substitute for wearing the mask and all of that. So that is in place.
Let's talk about lectures. We are told you are not going to be having lectures, as in physical contact lectures. Throw more light on that.
All right. So there are two options largely. The preference so far, even from students and then from lecturers, is that they will prefer that the existing arrangement that we have in place will continue in terms of the online academic service delivery. So that is there. In exceptional cases where face-to-face would have to be done, special arrangement will have to be made so that both faculty, staff, and then students' safety is not compromised.
Is it compulsory to return to school?
No, it's not. In fact, it's not compulsory to even come to University of Ghana. Okay, so it's a directive.
Are you afraid as a university that you may be clean and healthy now and you would have the virus come into your campus from students who are returning?
Yeah, look, I can tell you, as I stand here right now, I have that feeling. And I believe that it will resonate with quite a lot of people in the university because we are unsure. You can see with your naked eyes and all of that. So we are all concerned. Perhaps it's a reason why we are going the extra in terms of all the arrangements and all of that.
Very well, thank you very much. So that's Professor Godfred Bockmin. And of course, as we speak, the students, there's a level 200 students, level 300, 100 students are carrying their belongings out of the various halls on campus in readiness for the final year students who are supposed to be arriving on Monday. Let me approach these ones. Hello, can I speak to you? You're parking out.
Actually, yeah, they gave date for us to come for it, but they also said you can keep it over there. And so I decided to come for it today.
Is it that you think that there will be no school or you just want to be careful?
It's obvious. Yeah, there will be no school. Unless next academic.
So there you have it. People are having to pack their things out in readiness for the arrival of the level 400 students. And that is the story here on the University of Ghana campus. This is City News, Raymond City TV. My name is Umaru, Sanda, Amadu. Do stay with us.
Now, the Ghana Armed Forces has begun distribution of personal protective equipment for tertiary institutions across the country. 234 schools are expected to benefit from the logistics, which is the first tranche of supplies being distributed by the government as schools reopen from Monday. Information Minister Kojo Ponkruma says the protective equipment will help reduce the spread of COVID-19.
57 in the Greater Accra region, 31 in Ashanti, 18 in Central, 14 in Northern, 22 in Eastern, 17 in Volta, 11 in the Western region, 11 in Upper East, 11 in Upper West, 9 in Ahafo, 6 in Bono East, 5 in Western North, 3 in Uti, 4 in Savannah, and 1 in North East region. That's 234 institutions. In all, about 44,000 members of staff in these institutions and 128,000 final year students. We've also made an allowance of about 10% extra, and then have factored in some non-teaching staff as well. So in all, we're expecting about 200,000 persons to benefit, 200,000 persons to benefit from these logistics. Now, in terms of the specific logistics, everybody is getting 3 face masks, which are reusable. So that will be about 600,000 units of face masks, over 1,700 Veronica buckets, over 200,000 200 ml units of hand sanitizers, over 3,400 packets of soap, and another 3,400 packets of tissue paper, each with its own details, about 900 thermometers.
You're still watching the City Newsroom. When we return, residents of Asokore Mampo in the Ashanti region staged protests to express frustration following destruction of their property by floods.
We have that story and more. Don't go away.
Extra data, extra minutes, and extra unlimited calls. Not just that, even our extra data doesn't expire. You need fill up? Simply dial *111# to bundle now.
Airtel Tigo. Life is simple.
$76,000 only to buy you a studio apartment in Accra. Why not come to Weli for a spacious 2-bedroom apartment at Alphabet City, our brand new gated community situated right on top of the serene Sakomano Lagoon. Feeling like splashing a little? Check out our exclusive all-detached house gated community, the Jaden Symphonic next door. Sizes range from cozy 3 bedrooms to luxurious 5 bedrooms. We at Weli are committed to provide you with the best building quality and value for money. In fact, we are the proud recipient of 2019's Quality Property Firm Award. We are offering discount up to 5% on Linjadin Symphony or 10% on Alphabet City, who makes a commitment in December. Call us now at 0240-111119 or 0504-499999 to secure your dream home now.
We're about to change your Sunday night for the better.
Prophecy is not for useless things and loose, frivolous things. Prophecy is for weightier matters.
We will bring you the most captivating guests and explore the most amazing stories.
And I was going to be an actor.
Oh,
wow.
Oh yeah, I had an audition at NAFTI once.
When was this?
No, many years ago when I was in ATTs.
Did you get the role?
I didn't, I didn't.
Right.
Yes.
We will dazzle you with real life situations and examine mind-blowing topics.
Illustrating a message or signifying a message makes people grab whatever you are trying to say or communicate much easily.
Join me, Frema Binyami.
And me, Asokore, every Sunday at 7 p.m. on City TV. Are you ready?
Upside Down, every Sunday, 7 p.m. only on City TV.
You're welcome back. Now, flood waters have caused destruction to property, including damage to a bridge in some areas in the Asokore municipality after a downpour in parts of the Ashanti region on Friday. The development sparked protests among some flood victims at Sepe Timpong, who blocked a major road leading to the Asokore township. It took the intervention of armed police officers to calm the angry residents, as City News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani reports.
Zainab Nuhu is one of the flood victims who looked on as their house submerged. She spoke about how her baby could have been carried away by flood waters.
12 a.m. We were sleeping, and one said, hey, by the time I opened my eyes, my baby, I can't even find my baby. The water was about to take the children away. Like this side, there were 5 of them in the house. So we didn't even have time to take something. We were fighting for our lives because the water, it was here. And the babies too. We have to take them away. My father right now, he's sleeping, he's lying down, he's sick. We carried him out at our back and sent him outside the house. Right now, my father is lying at the next house. For that place there, the water didn't enter here. But as a result of lifting these streets and the bridge is too small for the water. And right now, where the water has to pass, it's a problem. So when it rains, yesterday it didn't rain at all here. It rained somewhere. So this water that we are in is from somewhere. We don't even know where the water is coming from.
Her neighbors and co-tenants who were busily salvaging already destroyed items shared their frustration.
We don't know when the water came from. It just flew on the bridge and it spoiled everything, as you can see. They have already built a bridge for us, but it's busy for nothing. It fell down over some town, and the water just flew into our homes, and it spoiled everything.
Flood victims here blamed the situation on the absence of drains after the Asokore Municipal Assembly recently reconstructed a bridge and the road in the area. Outside their homes, there is anger. Residents have blocked the roads and burnt car tires.
This bridge was not done to solve the problem. Rather, it was done to cause the problem. Because all this that is happening is because of the bridge. Before, the road was down and then the building was up. Okay? And then after the contractor did this construction, and then the water, you can see it yourself. There's no way for the water to pass. There's no way for the water to pass. That's the cause of all this.
The arrival of the police nearly aggravated the situation at the scene. At Sawaba, in the same municipality, a bridge which was recently constructed is experiencing structural defects as a result of flood waters. Residents here say the project was poorly executed. Back here at Sipetimpom, the youth continue to agitate even in the presence of armed police officers.
Officers and police have been able to clear the scene and calm down tempers at this particular area. Flood victims are calling for a lasting solution to the problem they are facing here. From Sipetimpom in the Asokore municipality, I am Hafiz Tijani for City News.
Now, some residents at Community 17 near the Spintex Road in the Tema West municipality are appealing for a storm drain that has been abandoned within the community to be completed to save them from constant havoc that residents have to endure anytime it rains. Now, the residents say they are living in fear and as such are appealing for urgent help. City News' Elvis Washington has more.
This compound house at Community 17 has been abandoned by its occupants simply because they cannot stand the daily routine of having to scoop water out of their rooms each time there is a downpour. Not only do residents in this area scoop water from their rooms, but have to bring their belongings out to dry them after every rain. The residents who complain about the unfortunate situation to City News say, although this has been the situation for years, they fear if nothing is done to save the situation, the worst could happen in the very near future.
If it's raining, shake this car will be shaking. So I have to come and check the car. I'm scared what else enter. So I have to come and check this car up. For so long, anytime it rains, and if this assemblyman can, you say, we will come and do, nothing, we should do not show anything, just come and do some little thing, or so they'll come. You come next week, you come to they do not come anymore.
Anytime we rainfall, it enter our house. Our rooms are all full of. Yesterday night, in fact, you see the things we collect them, we put them here. The rain come up to my room. Because of that, I make this, but it jumped inside my room.
According to these residents, this storm drain was started November last year, but has since been abandoned, thus worsening the flooding situation in the area. To them, this project, when completed, will help save the situation as the perennial flooding will be a thing of the past. They have appealed that the drains within the community be widened to be able to take the volumes of water that flow through the area during rainy season.
We need a gutter. We need the gutter to be big. We need a bigger gutter, so to be deep. So if it's because the rain will come from the top this way, all past there, and this side to all past the same gutter. The gutter is too small.
First, the gutter is too small. They should expand the gutter about even 10 feet and go deep about 10 feet. Because the water from Community 16, 17, they used to pass, this is their usual place. So they used to pass here. That's why this is the main problem of it. So we need immediate action. Otherwise, those who, if you see the level of the water.
We had an association and we went forth, we tried and now they've started working on it. Honestly, they started late last year, but they have stopped. When we asked the contractor, he says he has not been paid. So we are begging to the government, we are pleading that the government should help us. They should do something before people start dying. Because it's a zone that is serious. The flood here is serious. We can't say, but if you have eyes to see the kind of water that flows around here, the whole washing bay cannot wet until 2 days after a very big heavy rain.
When we pleaded and then this thing came, I think early last year they started this drain. Oh, we thank God, as my sister was saying, my mom was saying, oh, this thing is going to. But after the assembly election, it stopped.
Now, persons in Adabraka and Asylum Down who were affected by Tuesday's downpour are calling on government to provide them with relief items as compensation. Hundreds of people after the about 4-hour downpour had their properties worth thousands of cedis lost, with others displaced. Several days after the rains, many would have expected government's intervention to the affected ones, but the situation remains the same. In the following report, City News' Kweku Eduamansan visited some affected persons who were demanding relief items.
Tuesday's downpour left many people displaced, with others losing their properties. It has been days now, and many affected persons are still counting their losses. This is Samuel Tekpe's residence at Asylum Down. He lost almost everything due to the downpour on Tuesday morning. His television set, mattress, books, clothes, and money were all soaked by the flood. So many things here. Can you mention some of the things?
Oh, see the trousers on the rope. All is for me. When we get the front there, you see the trousers and shirts. I will take you to my room. Everything has spoiled. Everything has got spoiled.
So what are some of the things you were able to salvage?
The one that I was able to solve is only one material. And that is, I think everything has got spoiled. Everything, all this, I have to throw them away. This is my room. This is my room. When you get there now, you get inside the room, you see what will happen.
Many of the affected persons say they are yet to receive any relief items from the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO. They are thus calling on government to come to their aid immediately.
Obia maha obia no one mo aba ha say ye wo ho no mo no ma ba be twire dini e say ye be ba boboa mo obia mabiem no mo ayiwo mani a gi sensuo sa to a no ma sa aba suo sa say ye nwoma no ma sa aba enti ye sra ban ye no mo say ye di kotodwe panacho asalam da ha ye bre won suo me enti me mobla ye nwoma nyina na ma fidi e say enti wo mo maboa ye atade kura ye ni bi hye ne enwome nyina gunsom asai nti omo moboa ye wa salam da hasenti ye ble wa.
So years back when they come, but this one there, this 1 week now they haven't come here. The one way for they haven't come here. Then they should come and give a small envelope or gold and this thing or.
Meanwhile, many have attributed the floods to the indiscriminate dumping of refuse which clogs the drains. Currently, heaps of refuse that were collected by the rings have been left unattended to. The residents say they fear the refuse will be swept into the drains when next it rains.
Most of our people, they used to pour rubbish, then a lot of things in the gutter. This makes the gutter very choked, and it can't go. This causes a lot of flood. You see the ones over there. There is no bolaka that can come inside to pick those rubbish unless. When rain fall, they get some number of people they can order so that they will push it into this gutter. You see, this a lot of things that cause flood for we. See, there is some of the dustbins here, a lot of them here. Every day we make sure none of them throw rubbish into the gutter, but always before day breaks there is a lot of rubbish in it.
During the news team's visit to Adabraka Sahara, which is one of the places that was heavily hit by the rains, the assemblyman was leading a team to desilt the major drains. Noble Kena is the assemblyman for Adabraka Sahara.
I haven't heard anything from NADMO. Nobody has come to us that assessment, anything. Nothing has been done. At least there should be an assessment. When you go to the market, the producer shopping mall, go and see. There should be assessment. Now, government should, the loan that government is giving to this pandemic money that is coming should be channeled to some of people here, because double already we lost the pandemic and now flood. The situation has become double. So that money should be channeled to the people of Odona.
Reporting for City News, my name is Kweku Ediama Ansa.
You're still watching City News on City TV. Still ahead, we'll give you the story of how a man was knocked down at the La Paz traffic light and is battling for his life.
Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Shop online, get free swipes, and enjoy greater security with a card that turns banking on its head. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
Businesses are evolving with the changing times, and the City Business Festival is doing the same. In the month of June, the City Business Festival goes digital. City TV, in collaboration with Absa Bank, will give SMEs the opportunity to reboot their businesses with expert forums, discussion platforms, and interactive Zoom sessions. There will be a lesson for every business. Join the virtual business forums every Tuesday in June at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and gain the knowledge you need to kickstart your business. Explore new ways of engaging your customers with the e-commerce forum on Tuesday, the 9th of June at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Get tips from the Agribusiness Forum on how to create another career in agribusiness on Tuesday, the 16th of June 2020 at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And get all the industry knowledge with the Trade Forum on the topic, Will Export Trade Be the Same Again? On the 23rd of June 2020 at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Revamp your business and work environment this June with the virtual business forums only on City TV every Tuesday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. To be interactive and ask questions pertinent to your business, join in the forum via Zoom. To participate via Zoom, register by calling 0205-973-973. That's 0205-973-973. City Business Festival is powered by City TV and Absa Bank with support from the Ghana Investments and Promotion Center.
Welcome back. Now, an accident at the La Paz traffic light intersection of the George Walker Bush Highway has left a pedestrian battling for his life.
This comes amidst growing concerns at the increase in volumes of traffic after the lifting of the lockdown and the easing of COVID-19 restrictions. Will see more road crashes and fatalities in the coming months as such incidents in the past months reduce drastically. City News' Caleb Kuda has more.
A shoe without the foot of its owner lies on the George Walker Bush Highway. Not far from it is bloodstains, indicating the impact of a crash that has drawn a mob. The mob has formed a human shield around the scene. A closer look reveals a body in great pain, nearly motionless.
I think I was sitting at the police post and I hear something bang. So immediately I hear the knocking, we were all rushing to the scene. When we reach here, the car hit a young guy who was lying on this spot. So we carried him to the taxi. So that I think the taxi driver who hit the guy, he ran to the police container to report. That's the police supposed to report himself. So he went there and they came with the police people. So I think they are those people who accompanied the body to the 37 military hospital.
Every eyewitness I speak to confirms that the victim was jaywalking, that is, crossing a road without regard for approaching traffic. One of them alleges that the victim was tipsy.
And I'm for Casse on 1 a.m. Macanabona, lights are so green. Jason Conjina. Any part of me, Metia, no time I was any problem with him. I'm afraid, Nina Tando afraid. And now, but Africa's one no sense, no feel, no idea. Okay, Jemu as a Canabona, on that one for Casse, lights are so green, so none I know Canada. Abono.
Yaya Yakubu tells me the victim would have died on the spot but for the alertness of the second driver.
They made the car hit this guy. He saw the body, immediately saw the so he tried to dodge the body. Like if he didn't dodge the body, he could have, killed the guy completely.
Across the road sits the driver being spoken about. He trembles as he recollects his closest encounter with death.
I was in the Eden lane, so he was a bit in front of me. The light was green for us to go, and I don't know, I think he was trying to cross the road from this side, trying to run past quickly so that he would miss the car, but rather unfortunate, the taxi, he met the car right in the middle, and I think it hit him and he went into the sky and fell right in front of me. If I had not swerved into the railing, onto the pavement, I would have killed him.
He cannot get over the experience.
I'm shaking right now. I don't know. It's not a good experience. So the car there, it's wrecked right now. My tire is busted. I don't know.
Provisional statistics on road traffic crashes show a 5.22% reduction in reported cases and a 14.49% reduction in fatalities compared to last year. However, fatalities involving motorcycle users increased by 12.64%. As campaigns gear up for both parliamentary and presidential elections, more motorbikes will be deployed. Politicians will crisscross the country and their constituencies at the speed of light. Ghana has historically recorded more crashes and fatalities in election years. But Head of Regulations, Inspection and Compliance at the National Road Safety Authority, Kwame Kodua Etuahene, regrets the laxity of police enforcement during election seasons.
Increase in motorization, the political canvassing across the country, in some cases with relaxed enforcement because the police enforcement agencies oftentimes during that season are unable to do as much as we expect of them to do. They are not as aggressive with law enforcement. In other parts where motorcycle, for instance, is a major means of transportation, conduct and attitude of these riders, the fact they don't put on helmets, ignore traffic signals, rather compounds the problem. So in every election year the last few years, we've had a bit of issue to contend with.
He tells me the authority is seeking to get political parties to draw up traffic safety protocols in the build-up to the electioneering season.
Put in place internal systems which allow for their supporters and sympathizers to observe the necessary safety protocols to keep the numbers down.
Earlier this year, 34 lives perished, with more than 50 others left injured on the Dumpuasi Road in the central region at midnight during a crash. And road traffic-related deaths require a similar aggression of government as in the COVID-19 fight and all other stakeholders, including pedestrians, to lock down the needless, painful deaths, if not, reduce them entirely.
People should just take care of themselves and cross the road where they are supposed to cross. You don't just cross in the middle when the light is green. You're just putting your life in danger, that's all.
Caleb Kuda, City News.
And that's it for today's edition of the City Newsroom. Log on to our website, citynewsroom.com, for more stories.
Subscribe to CityTube on YouTube for more exclusive video contents from City TV.
Download the City Newsroom app from the Google Play Store and keep updated on the go.
You can also watch City TV on DSTV channel 363 and GoTV channel 182.
My name is Vivian Lokko.
And mine is Umaru Sanda. Amadu. Thank you for watching.